coming to you live from Senor Turner's room office suite. Got cveer10@gmail.com with us. We are on our last senior to talk about, and there's a lot of them. Yeah, we ended up having 8. It was a miracle.
Which is really cool for a program.
Yeah, it was great. So for today, you guys have probably guessed it if you're using the process of elimination. It's not that hard to figure out. Today's special gal is Macy Howard, aka Mercedes, and boy oh boy, there's a lot to talk about, Caleb. There's a lot to talk about. I'm gonna start off by talking about Macy, as a student of mine, you were 4 consecutive years, just as long as I've been a teacher at KCC. I've had you in the classroom, and just seeing you grow, and you were so mature earlier on. Your outlook on life and your perspective on a lot of things. I would say, like, I just remember papers that you would write, and how so evident it was of your love for other people, for the disenfranchised, and just having such a massive heart for people. They really tugged at my heartstrings a lot, and I knew that I could always talk to you about certain issues, and you'd always have such a great perspective on that and on life in general, and you just love the Lord, and you can really tell in the way that you cherish your friendships and love on your friends. It's just something really special. So it was funny. It was just seeing the contrast of that. My first year coaching you, I knew what you were like in the classroom, but then as soon as you stepped on the field, I was like, well, holy cow. I was so just surprised of, like, I mean, you are a very tender-hearted person, like, but then seeing you, like, get into challenges and go to, like, it looked like a train coming for whoever was the victim, and you're like, I'm gonna break your leg, but that we'll talk about that in a second. But that really speaks to, like, your drive, right, and your being aggressive. Caleb, do you want to say some more stuff?
Well, I was going to touch on what we actually talked about before we started, and that was just, like, I told Senor, like, the first thing that, like, when you say Macy, the first thing that comes to my mind is leadership. Yeah. Like, you're a leader on the field, you're a leader off the field, and you have such a drive and such, like, a passion to do things well and to do things, to best that you can do. And I know that you and Senor have had conversations of kind of how to, like, deliver that leadership.
Yeah.
The tone and just the way you approach it. And I can let him speak more to that. But I can say that I've seen kind of that transformation as well. I don't have you in the classroom, so that's been cool.
Yeah.
I coach, someone who only sees you a couple hours every day, to be able to see that was really cool.
Yeah. When I would think about you on the field, what comes to mind is just, like, this, and honestly, just in life in general, like, you have this, like, I was telling Caleb, you have this, like, relentless, pursuit of perfection, right, and of excellence. Like, you have such super high standards for yourself, and honestly, it's hard to match that, right? You just don't see that in a lot of people, and so what I was so excited about is, I felt like, and you and I had that conversation where, I feel like I can relate to you a lot, because I feel like you and me at the same time, we're kind of on the same trajectory of transformation, where we were on the field. Me as a coach, you as a player, is you and I both had this, like, super high expectations we had this high standard, and we wanted everyone else to have that same expectation, where and it's not a bad thing. Some people just don't have that, right? They just have other priorities. There are other things going on. Doesn't mean that they're less than or anything like that. This is just how unique you were and how unique I am. There's like, we had to figure out a way to kind of tap into that when it was necessary, right? And when it's not necessary, try to find another way to really motivate and encourage our teammates. And I was excited because I thought, I was looking at this year. First of all, we were so excited because we're going to put Macy up forward. She's going to score like 30 goals. And we were so excited about that. But even more so, I was just super excited to see like how, as a leader, you could really really balance that drive with tenderness for your teammates, and to lead them in a different way. Every year you've got to lead in a different way because you have different players. So I was really excited to do that with you, this spring, and I was really looking forward to that. Anything else?
Yeah, to what we've already talked about, you have this drive to do things well and to do things the best you can, and so we had no doubt that throwing you up front, it was going to work. And even if it took 2 or 3 games, you were going to figure it out because you had that ability.
Right.
And it would work.
What was our logic? Our logic was like, okay, she's super fast. She'll never go on a ball. She attacks people. Yeah. She attacks the ball. She's got a boot. Why not throw her up top? Oh, man.
A handful of goals that just came from nothing.
Right.
Just, goals
outwork the opponent.
Yeah, exactly. Just harassed him and they turned the ball over, and all of a sudden you found the ball and scored.
Yeah. But in the end, in summary, Mace, I would just say that, your personality and that drive that you have, when you find that healthy, awesome balance, you're already amazing at so many things. I can't even imagine, what you're gonna be able to do with that. It's purely a God-given talent, and we're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss you as an individual. It's gonna be hard to replace. You and Emma were. You were the veterans of 4 straight years of soccer. We don't have anyone else on the team that played all 4 consecutive years. So we'll miss you. We'll miss you guys. And just know that we really love you, and we'll do our best to stay in touch with you in the future. Anything else, Caleb?
I got nothing.
All right, guys. Well, send Macy your love. Have a great weekend. Enjoy Mother's Day celebrations, and stay healthy.
Please.
Yeah, please. See ya.